Hello and welcome to another indie horror game demo. This time we're going to be playing the demo to Heir, and in this we're playing as a young man who finds himself caught up in a aristocratic cult, and we need to try to find out the truth of what they're up to, the truth of the strange demonic entity that's helping them, and try to escape with our lives. Looked really cool. I hope it works well because it's a really interesting game idea, and oh really? The demo's timed. Okay, I haven't seen that in a long time.
I don't remember ordering room service.
I didn't come here to exchange wit, Theodorus.
Do all the Plightsmen know what goes on under their little resort? Or is entertaining guests a privilege reserved to VIPs?
There are many dealings in this place that most Plightsmen aren't privy to, including myself. But I have suspicions. My name is Kile. I need your help, Theodorus.
Well, if you want to talk, I have plenty of time.
The Empire isn't what it seems. I know you see that. But most do not. The Emperor and his speaker are engaged in dark dealings to which only his closest circle is privy to.
The Emperor. Say, how is His Majesty? I hope he's come to appreciate the air around him somewhat. I'm told a dagger for the lung can do that to a man.
Yes, quite a miracle he survived.
Don't look relieved.
Your endeavor impressed me, Theo. Like I said, I need your help. You are resourceful and clearly know how to get inside places where you're not welcome. I need you to help me find some documents the Emperor would rather keep hidden.
Why should I help you?
A chance to finish what you started with the Emperor. Is the promise of revenge not enticing enough?
Revenge. That's what you think, is it? That's where you're going to tell your higher-ups about the madman in the basement. That I'm out for revenge.
I have no such intention. No one knows I'm here.
And you believe that?
I'm not lying to you. You're free to go. Escape if you wish. You'll try something foolish again. They'll catch you and you'll end up back here. Or help me find those documents and get what you're really after.
What are these documents?
During our retreat, the speaker will take the Lord Judges into the inner chamber here in the basement. I assume if he keeps secret documents anywhere, they would be there.
Well, if you can get me the keys, it won't be a problem. Is there somewhere we can meet?
There are several libraries, perhaps in the nearest one upstairs. There's a lounge past the reading rooms.
We'll meet there then. I'm going to learn more about this place. If you're right about these documents, I don't suspect I'll find them all in one place.
Interesting art style and interesting stylistic choices there. I was gonna say beforehand that, yeah, this for some reason, like, I gave me a minor vibe of X3, if any of you guys remember that game. That's like a really old one. This sort of weird cel-shaded stylized design, but looking at it here, it's like that, but different. Yeah, it's like a similar kind of cel-shady art, like comic book style design, but I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Okay, that's not what I wanted, so get to the library lounge upstairs. Here, let's go ahead and I swear to God. Oh, I actually can't save. I am also curious about the choice to take about 15% of playtime away from us just by making us sit through a cutscene. That's an interesting choice, but okay. Whoever's on retreat, remember we just installed replacement locks in the prison cells. In case you need a key, I left one in the admin room which is next to the cellar. It should be open. Gotcha. Admin room next to cellar. Kind of boy, like we plod around when we walk, don't we? My God. Yeah, like, okay, this sounds kind of almost like clop, clop, clopping, clickety-clack noise, but yeah, here, God, it's like a fat person walking up on like the upper level of a stairway. Okay, got a key. Prisoner name Theodorus Crevice, status pending transfer. Son of Royal Deacon, uncooperative, unresponsive to most questions, some success with a religious angle, fanaticism and overzealousness could be manipulated. Unlikely to be suitable for conversion. Recommendation, little reason to proceed to next stage, make an example of the public execution, unless the master recommends otherwise. Alright. So, gonna say, it says press left control to sneak, but I feel like I still make similar amounts of noise, so I'm hoping that that's just like a... I'm hoping that noise isn't really a factor here. Okay. Got it. So that's... No, so I guess noise is a factor. To be hanged in Kuta City Square, entry 17, plight of conviction. Warsong Marmot, tried for misdemeanor and tavern brawl. Defense assigned to this person against the governorship. Week imprisonment, 2 years military service. Civic plight, Quinton requests custody for estate seized for excavations. Denied. And then plight of conviction, Verova Oliver, physician tried for conspiracy against the Empire. Well, they're at least building an interesting world here. Nothing else. Seems like there's a lot going on here. So I'm wondering something. If I... Okay, so when I'm crouching, does this reduce my sound, or does it just reduce chances of being seen, or what's going on here? Yeah, how does this stealth system work? I also don't like what I'm sort of think I'm hearing this weird like whispering in the background. I couldn't even begin to read that. That looks like some sort of weird nonsense. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, the game said that we apparently move silently on soft surfaces. Hello? What happened to you? My soul grows weary. I have found the place where no light penetrates, that sheds no refraction or reflection. When the blasphemers gather, they beat me until I cannot speak, then demand I answer them. But I do not fear them. No, I have seen what comes when their excursions end. It whispers to me. It taunts me. Crawling through the shadows when the Plightswoman are gone, and still it lets me live. I don't understand what else it wants. I have already blasphemed. I've already renounced the faith of old. There is nothing left but shame. Oh, so you're like a friar. Got it, that makes sense. Well, kind of initial impressions. Intro cutscene was a little... yeah, but the rest of this is pretty cool. You're harder to see in shadows. Gotcha. Alright, I wonder exactly how much harder I am to see. Oh god, this actually gives me back to like... yeah, this brings me back to playing Delightful. Or other similar thief-like games where shadows and all that played a significant role. Man, what a good series. Okay. Okay, we are... So, as far as I'm aware, there is some sort of a threat. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there is some sort of a threat that we have to worry about. Also, seriously, are we playing as the frickin' chick from Filcher who walks around in nothing but her high heels all the time? My god. This is utter insanity. Okay. Alright, what are you? Alright, all I'm going to say is we need a lot more supplies for the next retreat. The wine will only last so long, and I don't think you realize how much flour it takes to make 90 pies. Thanks for listening. So we have two support staff, Gerard, or Gerald, I can't remember which one it is, and a guy named Jacob. Okay. Well, that's two individuals. Yeah, it sounds like there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Like, everything's tied into the Empire, and everybody's kind of knows each other. Okay, so this is just back to here. Was there anywhere else that I could go down this? I don't think there was. Boy, I don't like that the noises seem to be getting louder. That's concerning. That's really concerning, actually. What... yeah, at what point am I in danger? Okay. Oh, fudge. Hello. Okay, so that is definitely a threat. Oh, that's not very nice. Can you not, please? Gotcha, okay. I kind of just want to see what happens. So the game did just save. Okay. Okay, so there's no leaning in this, as best I can tell. Alright, so that's the threat. Yeah, the threat is this weird dude in a hat and cloak and all that with some sort of a rapier. I mean, that's fine. That sounds about right. Interesting that, yeah, it seems like if you break line of sight, he actually potentially would lose the player, which is good to know, because if all you have to do is break line of sight, that's fairly simple, relatively speaking. Hang on, what is this? Am I hearing somebody praying? Sounded kind of like it, yeah, it sounded like somebody was praying to whatever god. What does this say? Rasasa Library? Okay. Curious. Yeah, it's a very odd art style. Like, on one hand it feels a hair cell shaded. On the other it feels like a... almost like an oil painting?
Surprised to see me?
What?
What the hell was that creature?
I don't know.
Where did it come from, and how do I kill it?
I don't know!
Is it a ghost? A demon? Come on! There was a dead man in another cell. He wrote a note before he died. That some creature was tormenting him, and the Plightswoman left the island. Nothing?
We need to get out of here.
Keeley, tell me how to kill this thing.
You can't! You can't kill it! Listen to me, Theo. It will find you and tear you into pieces. Are you listening? We need to leave!
So you do know what it is. Did you find those keys?
What? No, I couldn't.
Stay here or get yourself to safety. If you want your documents, better stay out of sight. Don't let that thing hear you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to find the keys. I know what you're not telling me. And kill that demon.
Okay, well I guess that's the first part of the demo done. Let's keep on going. Let's go see. Interesting, so it's like each portion of the demo is timed. Huh. Okay. A strange choice, to say the least. Yeah, I don't know, it's like this combination of cell shading and like oddly... I mean, yeah, all I can think of is like oil paintings when I'm looking at some of this stuff. Yeah, and there's like these paintings that are just like kind of oddly flat. You know, it also looks like they took a normal picture and then just either painted over it or else they played with it in Photoshop. It's not a bad effect at all. It's actually kind of cool, but yeah, I'm very interested in this. I would still love to know why exactly we decided to wear our tapping shoes when we went here to sneak into this place to presumably do something, but okay. Yeah, so just like a little bathhouse area. I can definitely see myself getting pretty lost here, though. Like, not knowing exactly, you know, which area I've been to and what's going on. Like, oh yeah, have I checked these 3 rooms? Have I checked these? Like, if I need to come back here with a key, depending on how complicated this is, I may never be able to come back. I'm also curious what happens that if at the end of the demo I haven't... What does that say? Sewage. Yeah, if I haven't found the way out, does it just like move me ahead in the story so that the player can see it? Or is this just like a way of basically forcing the player to keep moving? God, I really don't remember the last time I saw a demo with a timer. And I feel like that's such an old school thing. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, one of the first like truly difficult games I ever played was Tomb Raider 3, like the original Tomb Raider 3, and it came with the install CD, and it also came with this demo disc that had a bunch of games on it. And I remember some of those demos had timers on them, because that was just the easiest way to do a demo back then if you didn't want to build a unique game. You know, you just go ahead and you just shove a timing mechanism into there and say, oh, hey, you know, you can play 30 minutes, and when it's done, you're done, you're dead. Yeah, it was stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Just very interesting to see. Also, I know this is a demo, so I'm hoping that there are more display options and stuff in the future, but I do think that it seems like you might need to either turn down your bloom or gamma settings or something for the demo developers. Just because, yeah, like that area back there with that bus, I really couldn't tell what the heck it was if I hadn't been paying attention. So yeah, just something to keep in mind, I think. I'll admit that's also a personal taste thing, but yeah, I mean, so far this is interesting. It's definitely gripping me, keeping me really curious about what's going on. Okay. Okay, nothing there. Housekeeping. Well, this entire upper area seems to have been a wash. Hang on, what are you? What is this?
Banishment rituals.
Found a note on banishment, find the basement keys. Decree on the archive of ancient ways. On behalf of the Grand Consul, Emperor Nea, all texts and practices of the ancient ways of Kuda, referring to any superstitious belief or ritual, are to be removed. One copy of each must remain in existence that the Plightswoman may use them in court as reference for trials pertaining to superstition. These copies should be kept in the archives on the Island of Liberation. Anyone who publicly recites any litany regarding... Oh boy, hello. Hi, buddy. Basically, don't go out and read stuff in public. That's the gist of that. Okay, cool. Okay. No, don't close the door on me, you jackwagon. It's a kind of cool effect, too, when he's, yeah, when he's, like, nearby, those... Yeah, I sort of get, like, a little cloud effect. I get tendrils and stuff. It does also seem like... Yeah, so it does seem like I can actually... hide. Okay, seems one of your men misplaced the inner basement key. You better deal with that before Variola finds out. I left the key to the housekeeping room for you here when you arrive. Don't let this become an issue. Well, that's interesting. That's not a basement, though. Housekeeping was upstairs. Huh, okay. Well, anyway, let's keep on going. Let's go see what I can find. Yeah, I mean, it's basic. There's some stuff that I'd like to see more of. I'd like to see a better way to check my requirements than having to go hit escape and pause out the entire game. Give me the option to, like, maybe press tab to see it or something, but yeah, still, this is, you know, there's other little things, but okay, hang on. What are these? If necessary, these keys can be used to unlock guest private rooms as well as the storage closets behind the bathhouse. There were storage closets behind the bathhouse? What? Oh, okay. I guess I just forgot about them. Oh boy. Alright. Well, let's go be methodical, because that's just how I roll. Killian, the miserable liar. Stealing my necklace and now leaving the island without so much as a goodbye. Well, I will see to it that he pays the price. Speaker Voriola will hear of his disloyalty. Not just to me, but to all of the Plighthouse. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's try here. Oh, hello.
Well now, these should come in handy.
The basement inner chamber key. My love, I will soon be with you. I will soon put an end to all of this. I won't leave you again. I will show the world who the Plighthouse really serves, and then no one will be able to separate us again. Is that so, Killian? No, let's try that again. We'll send her a very different kind of note. Grab another paper, you wretch. No, enough of you. So Killian apparently was a schizo or multiple personality? Okay. Let's see. Down here? Anything going on? Those fools Killian and Annalise just won't shut up. How's a public servant meant to find his reward when his esteemed colleagues continue to behave like wild animals? Perhaps going down to the bathhouse on the main floor will ease my nerves. Yeah, okay. So, return to the lounge. I'm trying to think, where even was the lounge? Was that the area that had the bathhouse stuff? Is that what the game considers the lounge? Maybe? Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so like I said, a couple of things that just off the top of my head. I mean, the ability to do stuff quicker than hitting escape, having mouse control in the menu, because you actually have to use WASD and enter to move around. It would be nice to have the option for a map. And like, maybe that's just a difficulty setting thing, you know, maybe because I'm on relatively normal difficulty, the game doesn't give me one, but yeah, it would be nice to have the opportunity to have one. God, where the heck even was the lounge? Oh, so I just realized you can't actually sprint or jump. Huh, okay. A interesting choice, but alright. Oh, well there we go, so that's, okay, that's actually the ending of the demo for Heir Obscure. And, oh, really? You don't even let me go back to the menu, huh? Okay, I want to get this made, like, launched back up so there's something going on, but... Yeah, okay, so yeah, that was the demo to Heir Obscure. That was pretty darn solid, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is actually pretty darn well done. There's quite a lot to like here. So, as I was just saying, couple of things that I'd like to see. Better stuff here in the menu. You know, give me the option to tab or O or J. Something that feels less gamey to see my objective. It would be nice if we could get like a map, or heck, even just have a map posted up somewhere on the wall. You know, I think, you know, oh, that's less realistic, but yeah, if like right here, there's just a pretty basic map that sort of gives a rough layout of the area, that would be really appreciated for that. I'm not a big fan of the cutscenes. I think the cutscenes, with the hyper-stylized look of the game and everything, I think they tend to distract and look less good than the game itself. I would almost rather see full animation. I mean, or I would actually rather, like, cut down on the stylization. I don't know if that's the right word. And I know animating is really expensive, but... yeah, it doesn't... How the developer seems to be trying to do this, it's not something I think looks great. I've seen games pull off similar things before, and I'm trying to think of some examples off the top of my head here, because it's like midnight when I'm recording this. Yeah, and I can't think of any, but no, I mean I would almost just rather not see them then. Oh, Song of Horror. Song of Horror had animations like that. Song of Horror had its cutscenes developed into that same way, and that looked really, really good. You know, where it was basically just sort of like still images that fade into each other, but that also had this sort of muted, semi-realistic aesthetic. Oh god, hello. Hi, buddy. That's rude. Yeah, it also had this very muted, semi-realistic aesthetic. Like, it wasn't going for this very stylized, artsy look, and it just kind of distracts, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe that's not necessarily the right phrasing, but yeah, I don't know. It takes me a little bit out of it whenever we have the cutscenes, and then I have to watch the characters look how they look, basically. But anyway, yeah, it's, I mean, aside from that, though, this is really solid. I quite liked this. You know, it's a little rough around the edges. Obviously, you know, enemies who have... oh, Peck. Okay. Yeah, enemies who, like, clip through the walls. His little dash thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's just stuff like that. But still, there's a lot to like here. I'm definitely going to have this on my wish list. And I'm really going to see if I can... yeah, I'm really going to hope that when this comes out, it'll be stable enough to play. There is a lot that's engaging here. And yeah, I have high hopes. That's all I can really say. I have high hopes that this will turn out well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind, please leave a like or leave a comment. How did you feel about the demo to Heir Obscure? What do you think is happening here with this story? Do you think this demonic force is something that was summoned in? No, apparently we're apparently the religious child of a deacon. Yeah, do you think we somehow had a part of this? Do you think our family did? Or what do you think is going on? I'm curious. And if you're new to the channel, if you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really, really appreciate it. And for everybody else, thank you very much for watching the demo to Heir Obscure. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon.